Hey, this is Kathy Peck of TN Stamps. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Texas, and today I have another installment of my stamps A to Z, and we're continuing with the letter A, and this is for the Artfully Composed Suite. Let me show you what I've made and what I'm going to demonstrate for you today. This is the, what's today? Today's the 16th of May already. So I made a little journal with the designer series paper, and then I made this little closure. It's like a little cluster on a not a toothpick, a paper clip. So I'm gonna demonstrate how I made this with the using the new Fabulous Frames, and of course I didn't bring that with me, but I used the stamps inside the journal. All of what I had left of the DSP, I may have a few strips of scraps left, and a couple of the dies. So I like these dies. I used this one and this one, and some vellum. Oh, and I used this long one as well for this little edge. So yeah, so I really recently, well, since the beginning of the new year, started making journals because I've been watching videos of journal makers, and I don't do vintagey ones. I like to just keep it clean, but I do enjoy dyeing paper. I've dyed paper with tea, I've dyed paper with our inks, and it works really well. So, and I did layer the DSP just to give it a little more thickness. This is the vellum that came with the suite as well. So here's some tags with the tailor-made tags, and then I put a little vellum on the inside as well. And then back here I've got some contoured shapes, journal cards. So this is going to be sent to a friend as a surprise, so we'll see if she likes it when she gets it. So, and there's some tone on tone stamping there. I just stamped a few of the images inside. It was fun. I really like this. And then I put this piece of DSP over where I stitched the journal together with our twine that I ran through some beeswax. And I like to cover that up, and then added this little accent. And then to finish it off and to hold it all together, I made this little paper clip cluster. So that's what I'm going to show you how to make today. So what I did with the Fabulous Frames, and you can find those, let's see, in the catalog. I should have brought them with me, but I'm not going to go back and get them because I want to get this done. It's in the catalog on page, oh, right here. Page 171, and it coordinates with the Good Feeling stamp set on page 18, but I didn't get the stamp set, I just got the frames. So, but I love the oval frame. It has some detail in it. It's really nice. You can, let me see if you can see some of this, the detail in the oval frame. It's really nice. So to get started, what we're going to do is, this is DSP, these are cardstock, and we're going to glue these three together to give it some heft and to get in a little bit of depth. I like that. And this is my little squidgy bottle that has Tombow in it. That's not coming out very good, but it'll work because I want it to work. Here we go. Yes. So yeah. So I don't know what day. I'm hoping I'll get this posted tomorrow on the 17th on my blog with some more pictures of the journal and pictures of the Fabulous Frames, because they are pretty fabulous. But journals are a great way to show off the DSP, and I really like this. The colors in this paper are so vibrant and beautiful. And this is in the June or January to December or January to June. I'll get it out right. Mini Catalog. And it's the Artfully Composed. Look at that cute little frame. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue this onto this piece of coordinating cardstock, which is Calypso Coral, and then I'm going to cut it out. And then I'll do it. I'll cut out another frame or another oval. And then I'm going to glue the paper clip between the two layers. So just let that sit for a minute. And this piece that's going to go in the middle here is actually the reverse of this. So it's just going to slide right in here and be glued into place when I'm ready to do that, which is not at this particular moment. Okay, so we'll cut this out. So today I was kept busy cleaning up my driveway after we had a hailstorm on Friday evening, and I waited until today to clean up the driveway, even though all my neighbors got theirs done ahead of time. I waited till I had my trash can out front, so all I had to do is sweep it up and put it in the bin, and the trash man carried it away today. Yeah. Some big hail too. I kept the peace. I went outside while it was storming and covered my head and got a big piece of hail. Put it in the freezer. Fits in the palm of my hand. It's amazing. I don't ever recall seeing hail that big. And it does hail quite a bit in Texas, but wow, that was huge. Okay, so that one's done. And then I'm gonna just lay it on here and cut the next one without gluing because I need to have it loose to glue. Maybe I should just draw a circle. I think I will. I'll just draw around it. That'll make it easier to cut out. So, I cannot believe how fast the month of May has gone by. My youngest has surgery. She'll have surgery on Wednesday. So tomorrow is her last day of high school until her senior year, which starts in August. She's going to have her second bunionectomy. Poor kiddo was born with bunions. So we wanted to try and get it done a little early because last year when she had her first one done, she was in her boot for almost 10 weeks. And that's when school started, and we didn't want her in the boot when school started, so we were able to get her out a little early. Okay, let's see how that's gonna look. Then I can take a scissors and trim off any excess after I glue it together, and I can also use a nail file to smooth out any rough edges on these little built-up layers here. I've done that before. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do is I have this is a large paper clip, and on the outside I want the longer side. So I'm going to put this down, and now I'm going to proceed to cover this with glue, and I'm going to gob a lot of glue around the paper clip too, because I want to make sure that paper clip stays where it's at. And then all the way around here. Oops. I like to hold on to that little string that holds the cap on here so that I don't lose this. Have my glue rolling all the way around. If I have any excess gobbing out, that's okay. I can clean that up. So, I have a new a new sentiment I'm going to use tonight too, from the Charming Silhouettes sentiment. It's new in the catalog. It's the sentiments. There's a variety of sentiments, and they have the shapes ready to cut out. It's different from what they introduced last year, which had the it was a lot of sentiments, but it was on one stamp, and then you had to die cut it with one die. These are actually separate stamps and separate dies, so you can just do one at a time instead of having to do like a whole page full of sentiments at once. I like that a lot better. At least for me, that works better. Okay, I'll take out my handy dandy nail file and just file away. Got a few spots. All right, that should do. Okay, so this is the right way up because I want to make sure that I'm going to put it on this way. So this is the way, the right side up. I'm going to add this inside here. This, you know, the longest part of these, once you figure out what you want to do, is doing all the die cutting and then putting it together. It goes together pretty quickly, really. And you just squish this down in there like you're putting a picture in a frame, so to speak. There we go. And now we're going to add these two pieces. And what I did is I cut the little tip off of that, and then I just put a little bit of glue in two spots and just held it down until it was secure. And this one I put on the outside. This leaf, this is cut out of some of the green DSP that was in the packet. I thought I cut this one out of cardstock. Oh, but I didn't. Might put a little extra over here. There we go. And I'm really tickled that my favorite gems, the elegant faceted gems, are still around, and they're even coming out with some gems in different colors that are styled this way. Okay, so let me show you this. This is another Hey There sentiment, and this is done with the Charming Silhouettes stamps and dies. And look how neat that is. It cuts that right out. So I'm going to pop that up on some dimensionals, some of those mini dimensionals, and stick it on there. I was really tickled to get this particular set. And I'll put this right here. And then add some of my favorite gems. And this one, this little cluster will be done. I think I'm gonna go all colored this time, or maybe all white. I think all white, because I don't have very much room. Put one there. All I have are the big ones left. One here. You know, and you know you need to have three. So here's my little cluster, and my book, or my little journal. So there, that's my Artfully Composed cluster, and this again was the second segment of my stamps A to Z. So, because I keep my stamps in alphabetical order, and so I've been trying to make sure that they all get some love. And next It's going to be the Artistically Inked. That's the next set to come out. And we'll see what happens after that. But there you go. A little journal with a little cluster closure. So now I'm going to have to put some scraps together and make another journal. All right, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Have a great day. Bye.